Tell you what, when I'm threatened often by high school kids, but when they threaten you to give a really large speech at their graduation, often it's not so much a threat. You're just like kids. Thank you all for coming here on this beautiful day. It's lovely weather. We're here, as you know, to celebrate the passage of time with our graduates and to wish them well as they embark on the next leg of their journey. I cannot begin to express my gratitude for being given the opportunity to be at this podium today. Thank you. I've been fretting about this speech for weeks, as many of you know, absorbing my colleagues' advice, and when I asked Bob for his, he said, "Don't worry about it." So of course I did, a lot. The trick really was, in order to get into character and in thinking about my own life as a high schooler, I put off writing this speech until last night. Just kidding. Watch out for procrastination, guys. These individuals that sit before you are artists, writers, farmers, mathematicians. They're activists. They're ballers. Many adults don't know what that is. It is a basketball player. They are inventors, photographers, gamers, and most importantly, they are dreamers. They are unique to this world because they consider facts in an unbiased fashion. They are also part of a generation of thinkers that will make decisions based upon what is right and not what is easy. Of their accomplishments, most importantly, they have become the type of people that the founders of this school hoped that they would be. They are kind, respectful to their peers and colleagues most of the time. They see the world through a democratic lens. They question rights and responsibilities and work with other community members to build a better future for our island. They believe that freedom does not guarantee equity, and that freedom is something that must be won by being an active and informed citizen. They work on farms not because it is an accessible job, but because it is a way to give back to their community, to get their hands dirty, and to help feed their island. These are students who trust one another, and more importantly, they trust in themselves to make the best decisions possible for their future. Frederick Douglass once said, "Without a struggle, there can be no progress." These students who sit before you today have seen all their share of ups and downs, but because of their hard work and determination are armed today with many tools for success and a sense of agency that will enable them to take command of their futures. One of my favorite bumper stickers is "Honk if you know what punctuated equilibrium is," Jane. If you're not familiar with the definition of that term, Webster's dictionary defines it as evolution that is characterized by long periods of stability in the characteristics of an organism, and short periods of rapid change during which new forms appear. Basically, in simplified evolutionary terms, for a long time the general shape of an animal's body stays pretty much the same. Then, bam! Big physical changes happen, like developing a larger cranial cavity up here, or walking upright, which is what most of us do here. Most politicians are still waiting for the aforementioned BAM days. Now is a time, and our graduates are very familiar with this, when Lewis will go into an obscure science fact tangent. So, for example, our ancestors, the early mammals, evolved due to a BAM day. Some of those ancient mammals, the multi-tuberculates, funny word, were pretty much rats that were first found in the fossil record about 120 million years ago. They hung about before the dinosaurs, skittering and scurrying and doing those typical rat things, and pretty much never really changed until about 65 million years ago when the dinosaurs were wiped out. Thank you, asteroids. When the dinosaurs made their departure thanks to an asteroid impacting the Yucatan Peninsula, those cute little critters filled their ecological niches and were finally able to have a BAM day of their own, which resulted in the radiation and specialization of mammalian species that are now our the 15 millionth grandparents. This is really interesting stuff. I swear it has a point. That was the last obscure science fact rant that these guys will get from me. Sorry, not sorry. For our graduation, our graduates, today is your BAM day. Today is your punctuated equilibrium day. Today is a day where you will evolve into something else. For many of you, things have remained somewhat the same from day to day for the past 13 years. Most of you have brushed your teeth and practiced excellent